Well, here we are back at it again. Got myself some rewards for my tournaments yesterday. Let's see what this gets me. I'll just get some reward points down.
EA Sports coverage of the world of golf brings us to the place where it all began. They've been playing golf here since the 15th century on the old course at St. Andrews. Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner. And Frank, here we are at the old lady, the old course at St. Andrews. And this golf course has confounded so many through the centuries. What are a couple of keys to being successful here?
Well, if you're a recreational player and you're struggling a bit, then you play to the middle of the golf course. But if you really want to challenge the great course, then the best line around the whole golf course is down the right. And that's actually where the trouble is. So if you can hug the right side, because remember, there's so many double greens here and they have a central bunker. So if you're coming from the right side of the golf course, there's always a better avenue to every single flag you're attacking.
We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. And that is right where you want to be. His drive splits the middle to get this round underway. From well down the fairway, this a bit of a tricky distance for his second.
Bit over.
Nota Begay is down on the first green looking at this for birdie.
Yeah, really not a whole lot in this. Maybe just started around the left edge, but it's fairly flat all the way.
Wobbled.
That's a bit offline, and it'll leave a good 4 feet coming back. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. Now to the second hole here at the Open Championship, and Frank, what's the best way to attack?
Ideally, if you're not the longest hitter, just down the right side. But if you've got some wind conditions, wind behind your back, you can nearly drive this green.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
From a good lie, you'll have 155 yards.
Probably gonna get me a wee bit here.
And that
Yeah,
one barely
quite
makes
a
the
lot.
front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Um, That's not so.
Oh boy, way short. Have to hit it. Okay, no damage there. Back-to-back pars to get the round going. Frank, talk about the strategy off the tee here at the third.
You can drive the ball pretty close to this green, Rich. It's shorter than the second hole. Just hit it down the right side, but try and avoid those little pot bunkers.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Just 90 yards remaining here for his second into the par 4.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and the break here from right to left is the main consideration. It's fairly flat overall. You've got to consider the line.
Enough. Not enough.
No, I think he knew it right when it left the putter face. Didn't get that far enough out to the right. Okay, that one cleaned up without any issue, and that is a par. At the fourth hole now, and Frank, this one looks as though it might require a little bit of club selection off the tee. What are we looking at, partner?
Well, there is two ways to play the fourth off the tee. You can hit it down the right side, but it really starts to narrow up and it's slightly shorter. Most players go towards the middle of the golf course and try and get it on that plateau. But this, certainly the first hard hole we see at St. Andrews.
Second shot, good look at the green.
Thanks. Well off.
And that flop shot was actually a little bit of a flop. Comes up way short.
He'll have 17 feet on this putt.
Get it
Oh,
in.
what a read. It was spot on, coming sharply to the right.
Don't get
That's
excited
a
about
very
something
good
even.
par save right there. Frank, it really was vintage St. Andrews today in so many ways. Just a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, the old course has so many great memories. Obviously, when it crowns the 2015 Open champion, it will add another great name to its already impressive roster. But for anybody to play this great golf course, it's a chance to be linked with the past and the future of the game.
Couldn't have said it better myself, pal. And with that, for my colleague Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports saying so long from the home of golf, St. Andrews.
Right. We'll get back into the creek then. What, round 3? Let's get at it then.
EA Sports, in conjunction with the RNA, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, it's live coverage of the third round. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. A number of folks in contention, including our leader.
Oh, that was bad.
Oh, this doesn't look promising.
Left out.
Oh, and that one went all the way through the fairway into the burn here at one. An early mistake off the tee. So the drop taken, and now he'll try to find some way to fashion an up and down from where he is and still get out of here with a par.
That wasn't a good start.
A little too much coffee today. Second shot was short, and a nervy chip whizzes past the hole.
Oh, boy, that looked good for a long time, didn't it? But it stuck by right at the end.
Oh, don't believe it. Oh, man. All fell apart.
Okay, it's going to be a double bogey here to get the round started. And he'll slide back now to 3 over par. Moving now to the 411-yard par 4 second, featuring the first of the old course's double greens. Best to work a little left off the tee to avoid gorse and bunkers on the right. The ideal spot is just to the right of
No
the
good.
Chiefs bunker.
No good.
And there's a good first step to start making up some ground after the troubles at 1. A picture-perfect drive here at the second. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4. And that will make it onto the putting surface, but ultimately, not a real good shot. 3 putts, a definite possibility here. This is a long look for birdie. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And he'll hold steady at +3. Up next here at St. Andrews, the 370-yard par 4 third. Best to drive it left center to avoid a cluster of bunkers down the right side of the fairway. The real challenge comes on the approach with Cartgate Bunker coming into play. And that ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker. Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
That slides by to the right. Just never had that on target. That one in for a bogey here at the third. And that's going to move him back to 4 over.
Frank now at the 4th hole.
Yeah, long par 4. 2 choices, whether you game enough to drive it down the right or down the left, which is a much wider piece of fairway.
That will do just fine. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
157 yards left. Looking to make up for that drop shot with a birdie here.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
A long one coming up here for birdie.
Nah, that's a bit timid, and that's got to leave him a lot more than he'd like.
Just 5 feet left.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain at +4. We come now to the 5th, the first par 5 on the front side here at St. Andrews. 514-yard hole that ends at a green that is 100 yards deep. Avoid the Seven Sisters bunkers off the tee, and reaching into is a possibility if the weather cooperates.
That was start playing our green again.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
So after reaching this green in 2, this a sizable putt for an eagle. Yeah, not quite a gimme, but that's pretty good.
4 feet, all that's left for birdie.
Oh, what happened?
Disappointing.
Did I read that right?
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain right where he is.
You're gonna be able to just come out back.
You gotta love the names of the bunkers here, don't you? They tell you all you need to know. Those coffin bunkers, you hit it in there, you're dead. Moving on to the par 4 6th hole here at the birthplace of golf. This hole shares a green actually with the 12th. How do you work your way around this hole, Frank?
Some sort of tee shot. 3 bunkers that look like they're in the left center of the fairway, and a series of bunkers down the right. So somehow bisect those, and then you set yourself up to a green with a false front. Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Ball sitting okay here for his second here at the 6th.
Oh, huge mistake. That's motored on by.
Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, there's not a lot in this overall. I've had a look and concluded there's not much to it. Slightly down the hill, no real movement.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he'll try and fight back as that scores back to 3 over par. Heading now to the 359-yard par 4-7. Accuracy off the tee is critical. Best line is a little left of the flag on the 11th green. Biggest issue here is avoiding the shell bunker short of the putting surface.
Gonna go in the bunker.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. This one on the slow side as he'll try to get this one close. Yeah, he wanted that to go a little more, but that's not too bad from there. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Arriving now at the first of only 2 par 3s at the old course, 166-yard 8th, featuring a high-lip bunker guarding the front of the green that is difficult to hold. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Not much to this one. It's for birdie.
Ah, come
That
on.
is so close, just a little bit more. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. We finish our front 9 here at St. Andrews with the drivable 347-yard par 4 9. Biggest trouble here are Bose's and end hole bunkers in the middle of the fairway. Avoid those, and birdie or even eagle is a possibility.
Well, I'm curious what sort of shot you're going to have from there, but one thing I do know, when you're on a tee box, you get a great lie.
Nope, 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 nope.
Now this for
Not
birdie.
you.
And a dead straight look here. Very little break. Just has
Evening,
to get it
evening,
online.
afternoon. Or morning for you, possibly. Oh, it's still a wee bit gammy, so it is. I've got a very hardcore, mate. Got myself a throat spray. And just some paracetamol to try and get rid of the general grogginess. In the
Oh,
hole.
that one read perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th. And the card will show he goes out in 37, 1 over par. Starting
Also
off the
a compliment
backside
for
here at
his
St.
coffee over there
Andrews
as
with
well.
the 340-yard par 4 10th, named in honor of the great Bobby Jones, 1927 Open champion and 1930 amateur champion. Right center off the tee.
Need something to put me back in the
Fairway
game here.
narrows around 280 yards, but the green is drivable. Oh, this is a big chance, but it's looking good. Drivable par 4, not for most in
Not the
this
first time
field,
I've been told
but
that,
for
Matthew.
This guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot.
But, like I've said previously, self-control's never been a strong point for me.
The putter has not been at its best, but this is a good look for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he's able to
We're
get
pulling it back.
to
Eagle
1 over.
time. Fucking hell. Not sure about that, mate. Don't think I've got an eagle
When
yet.
the round is over, you call your buddies and tell them at one of the more famous and diabolical par 3s in the world, you met the challenge. Because I promise you,
first
it can
three,
rob you
first
of your
four
spirit.
holes weren't
Hill and
exactly
Strat,
great.
those greenside bunkers, they've inflicted a lot of pain over the years.
Leave it.
He'll be disappointed with that, no
Leave
doubt.
it.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
The rules like a motherfucker.
Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand. And that race is right on by. 18-footer.
Off. Oh.
Nah, might have stared at that one too long. You know, sometimes you just got to go with your gut. Okay, that one finished off for a 5 here at the par 3. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit.
Pretty pathetic so far.
Frank,
kept
from this
playing last
vantage
night,
point
it was
here
in a
at the
groove.
12th, you can see why the old course, St. Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St. Andrews. Hole's called
Where are you
Heathery. There's
today
a big
anyway,
crop
Matthew?
of
You
heather
working
on
or
the
you-
left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in
Oh,
the middle of
Easter
this
break.
fairway, so you really got to be cognizant of those. But good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that one pot bunker just short of the green.
Oh, it was janky. Oh, that's all over the place.
Rule number 1 in golf, have a short memory. You can see why. Double bogey at the last and now a missed fairway. Too much thought about what happened before, not what you want to do now.
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. This now for birdie at 12.
Ah,
And he
nice
let
one.
quite a few opportunities slip through the cracks on the front
Right
side,
off
so he'd
day, too,
love
like.
to take advantage here.
By the way I was feeling this morning, I was thinking, tomorrow.
Got it there, but not quite on target. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll stay right where he is. Here's a great hole, the 13th. It's 418 yards. The key, and you can see it as plain as day, is to stay away from those coffin bunkers. They are nasty. The approach should be aimed right at the center of this gigantic double green.
You back in tomorrow, or you gonna extend the Easter break? We'll say we're past the bunker. We'll manage to find him.
Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball gonna run off the fairway and into the bunker. A lot to worry about here as he digs in for his second.
Now, that's actually a pretty good shot, really. I know that's not exactly close to the hole, but out of the fairway bunker, safely on deck.
He's hoping here to at least get this to tap-in range, but it is for birdie.
Could it go?
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark.
If you drag that out a bit more, I think I would have fit.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll remain right where he is.
Same as me. I have next week I'm
What are
off.
we looking
Week
at here
start
at
the
the big
17th.
par 5 14th.
Out of bounds on the right.
I got a
and
week
those
off,
little
just
series of pop bunkers
obviously
called
week
birdies.
off.
Now, if you get in trouble here, you can bail out with your second shot down the left, which is the fourth fairway. That's one other option of playing this par 5. But a good tee shot, and you can certainly go at this for 2.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up.
Every one of these has been a tough shot for me. Oh, so deep. Yeah.
Almost a great shot. Just missed it a fraction to the right of this green here at the par 5.
Yeah, but a chip and a putt, still make 4.
How did I get that? No, there's me. I'm pulling that like fucking.
Okay, on the green, but it's going to leave a putt
You got an
that will
absolute miss of this.
get your attention. This will be a 14-foot putt here.
I know the PGA 2K 23, the 2K one. I know it had a crossplay feature on it. This hasn't launched to a one, but there's talk we might have one, like, but well, it would take you to be into playing golf, I suppose. Oh man, look at that.
One just gonna sneak on by. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14.
Yeah, absolute
He'll
correct
stay
to this
right
whole
where he
session.
is. Time to tee it up here at the 15th as we begin the closing stretch here at the Open Championship of the Old Course at St. Andrews.
There's a big steeple in the distance, so even when it starts to fog in a bit, if you can keep your eye on that, that's a good line off the tee. And you've got to keep it, your tee shot just short of this sort of heather, big crop of heather down the left side. It still leaves you a lengthy second shot, but really that's the safest way to try and play this par 4, 15th. Very good par 4.
Every time.
And that, a well-placed bunker. It'll collect plenty of shots just like that one as this indeed rolls into the sand. Iona, a second coming up.
Yeah, you know, it's all very well having distance off the tee, but the Old Course, she's a canny old bird and she's still got a few tricks up her sleeve.
Now that's actually a pretty good shot, really. I know that's not exactly close to the hole, but out of the fairway bunker, safely on deck.
A lot of movement on this putt left to right. I think the idea here is just to get it inside sort of a 3-foot circle. No,
Misread that.
that's going to be short, and that is
PGA,
hardly no stress
PGA
from there.
23, he was crossplay. Well, I don't have that one. I was going to pick that one up, but then I realized this was like 2 days away from being released, so I thought I'll just pick up
Yeah,
this
good
one.
putt. That's in for par here at 15, and he'll remain
But
right where
as
he
yet,
is.
this one hasn't launched with any crossplay feature, so whether or not it will ever be a thing.
Headed for home now, partner. The 16th hole, and what are we looking at here?
Well, you have to avoid the principal's nose. Otherwise, you're going to finish up in the principal's
Not really
office.
sure.
So we've talked about options. That's the genius of the Old Course, and here we have another great example at the
sports
381-yard
games that we
par
both
4
played, it would
16.
be
You can play it
crossplay
on the safe side by aiming down the left side. You want to try to avoid the cluster of bunkers known as, I love this, the principal's nose, or you can aim right, but if you do, you risk going OB. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there.
No, I never actually picked that one up. It was going cheap now, like, but
Good chance to get one in
because
close
I
from
realised
here.
this was just coming out.
His second.
Oh, that seemed to dig. Don't hold. What the? Yeah, hell. What's the deal, lad? That was a chip shot, that's what it was.
So that one, Frank, came out way too high.
Just goes to show what happens when you don't find these greens in regulation. Now, he's looking at 2 putts, maybe 3 from where he is.
Oh, what a par save that would have been. But instead, it scoots just by. Okay,
Grim.
in for a
This
bogey at
is
16.
grim.
And that won't help the cause one bit.
So I need 2 hole-in-ones here.
Here it is, folks. You've heard about it. The road hole at St. Andrews. Iconic 455-yard par 417. Tee shot must carry the railway sheds, and the approach has to avoid a deep pot bunker. Not to mention the road on the right. Devilish.
Put that like Canada in your foot.
That might have been okay if it stayed in that thinner rough, but I think this popped into that deeper area. Gonna take an extra club or two to get out of this mess as he sets for his second.
All
Right, so back in play, and Frank, he used the short iron right there. What'd you think of the club selection?
Yeah, that's good, Rich. I mean, the thing with the short iron, you have to judge the flyer. And what happens, for example, if it's a 7 or an 8 iron, you get that sort of loft or elevation. But often if you get a little bit of grass, you get the distance of a 5 iron or even a 4 iron. So got to judge the flyer. This is the time in the round you've got to really screw down the bolts in your head. Do not want to make back-to-back bogeys. Bogeyed the previous hole and looks like it's going to be even worse here.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, finished off there for double bogey. That's going to drop him back down to 6 over.
I'm hoping it might come out in the future and be, maybe this one will be a cross play, but
Without a doubt, it is one of the most famous finishing holes in all of golf. Frank.
EA
It
aren't
doesn't
exactly known
look
for
like much from the tee, but wow, when you factor in the
updating their
history,
shit like for
it's something special, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a
people
little
want.
road that runs across this this par 4. It's about 100 yards short of the green. It certainly comes into play when you play this hole
I know
into
what
the
else
breeze.
is cross play,
But no
cross play
breeze
seemed to
or
be a
into the
thing
breeze.
for a lot of
You don't
games.
worry
and
about
it
the
seemed
out
to
of
be a lot.
bounds that surrounds the screen all the way down the right side and beyond. And it's a wonderful little finishing hole in many ways because it tests the mere mortal and it tests the greats of the game. It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe 2. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range.
That ball was waving at the hole as it whizzed past.
So this for a finishing birdie at 18.
It would be very easy to underread this putt. There is break on it from left to right, particularly as it nears the hole.
Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range.
Yay, Minecraft! Just get my kids to play for me. They beasted the shit out of that game.
So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And that's going to be a third round score of 77. Well, without a doubt, a disappointing Saturday for our featured golfer. High expectations coming in, but it's an over par round, leaving him well back.
Rich, the sadistic side of me actually sort of enjoyed seeing someone struggle. I know you don't want to hear that, but we see people play so well week in, week out. It's nice to see someone show us that this game's really hard.
So that's it for us. For Frank, Noda, Iona, and our entire crew, Rich Lerner saying, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour.
Well, if you need iPlay to make this game look difficult, I'm your guy. hockey game. Well, that's come back away. I haven't played a hockey game in I don't know how long. Couldn't tell you a single thing about hockey, but I do remember young ago playing. It was one of the EA titles. New Diablo 4 crossplay. Two minds whether or not to pick up the new Diablo 4. Oh.
EA Sports
Alright,
is
then the
proud
two
to
of us can be
present
complete amateurs at it.
continuing coverage of the world of golf. Today, live coverage comes your way of the final round.
I think more of the sports games
It
should
is
have
the
a
great
crossplay feature
challenge
in them,
that
like.
all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this
Looks
course,
like we're stuck with
and
Call of
trying to
Duty
beat the entire
at this
field
point.
as we check the leaderboard. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. Meanwhile, our featured golfer playing out the string, trying to finish this tournament on a high note.
Or might as well just swim in the water, like.
Oh, that hit the flagstick. This from 7 feet. Well
never
done.
had that
That is
issue
in
with that
for a
bloody
par here
water
at the first.
hazard.
And he'll
First
remain
nickname?
at 6 over. Trying to get the round off to a good start. Frank, we're at the second hole, and what's ahead?
Well,
Yeah.
the ideal tee shot.
Not
just,
too sure about the
a little over
pre-order
that
now, to
gorse
be
bush
fair.
in front of you, which is down the right side. That's the best angle in. But it
I've
also
staged
brings in
that
a little bit of
pre-ordering
trouble.
games a
But
long
if
time
that
ago.
pin is anywhere towards the middle of this double green, then really you want to be coming in
Too
from
many
the right
times.
side.
Too many times ban into the hype, only for it to turn out to be shit. I normally wait and see what the early reviews say about it.
The missed fairway at one didn't hurt him, but this, a much better tee shot as he is safely in the fairway. So from a little more than 70 yards, this is second.
But these days you don't really need to pre-order anyway. You get very rarely anything that we're going to be out of stock. Right over. We should have wound up with club there. Have a good one, Matthew.
A two-putt has to be the name of the game here. This, a long one for birdie.
I'll go grocery shopping. Buy everything you want. Good.
Yeah, that's really well done. From that distance, you'll take it every time. That finished off for par here with the second. And he'll stay right where he is. At the third hole now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second.
Bladed that one.
Not only a long putt, but a bending putt. Strong right to left in this one. They'll be very pleased just to get this one within a couple of feet. Yeah, a little short, but that's pretty good effort there. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll remain right where he is. You might be asking, why have so many of golf's greatest course architects drawn from the old course? Well, here's a good example. It's about the options, a couple of ways to get after a hole. You can take a risk and you would be rewarded by going toward that narrow valley on the right. but there's always a price to pay. Safer play is to go for the plateau on the left. Again, all about options at the old course. That's up the left side. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
125 is the number, just a flick, and the pin on the front portion.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Oh, it doesn't hurt to leave it short when you do that. Well done. That is a birdie from
Dig it.
off the green. Hole number 5 of the first par 5 we've seen today. This fairway looks like it narrows quite a bit, Frank. Are you thinking eagle when you step up onto the tee?
Well, you could, especially if you've got a little bit of breeze behind you, but it's quite wide in the driving area with the exception of those 3 bunkers on the right that just sort of pop out. But if you can get it past those, this par 5, very reachable.
No fairway here. This one in that rough. That is a really good shot on him, 2 on this par 5, but work's not done yet.
I'm a tough taskmaster. If he makes the putt, or at least gets down in 2, then I'm going to congratulate him on this hole.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Well, in all things considered, he's in pretty good shape, coming back up the slope, working slightly to the right.
Okay, safely in for his par. And he's going to stay at +5. Now at the 6th, not a particularly long hole, Frank, par 4.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot. You've got an idea where you want to hit, but there's a series of 3 bunkers. They're called the coffins down the left side, as well as some pop bunkers down the right. So this requires a very accurate tee shot.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second.
Just gave that way too much.
Down to Iona. This for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Oh my goodness, that is not fair at all. What a putt from that distance. That did everything but go in the hole. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll stay right where he is. Over the ball here at the 7th. And Frank, if you had to script the game plan here, what would it look like?
You could drive this pretty close to the green. This is a green that's shared with the 11th, the par 3. And so you won't see that tee shot finish, but you can actually drive very, very close to a bunker called the shell, which is the one that protects the par 3 11th.
And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker.
Doesn't even make the green. Should have stayed in the bunker, really.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Now to the par 3-8. Frank, what's the best way to go at it?
Well, for these players, straight at the flag. This is the first par 3 you'll see, and a good chance to make 2 coming up ahead. But we do see a lot of long putts here with an errant tee shot.
and this is going to be in the short grass just off to the left.
Yeah, it is a game of touch, and it is evidence right there when your touch is out. What a difference it makes. That ball went a long way past.
Eight-foot putt here.
Frank, that is painful.
And all you got to do, just hit
Yikes.
it. Just hit it.
Okay, this par 3 shows its teeth. It is a double bogey. And that's going to drop him all the way down to 8 over par. Rounding out the opening 9 here at St. Andrews. And Frank, this par 4 features a couple of fairway bunkers that players will have to contend with.
Yeah, this hole is a fun hole when you first stand on that tee and look at it. You see those bunkers smack bang in the middle of the fairway. The last bunker there in the middle is called the end hole. This hole is called the end. But this green, too, is so flat, very, very difficult to read. But if you get there, pull the head cover off the driver. Remember, this is the only chance you get to play the old course.
Oh my goodness, that is on in one. Wow, what an incredible shot. One feature of so many of these older British courses, the oversized greens, and this, a long look for eagle. Yeah, from that far away, anything inside of 5 feet is pretty darn good. Easy as can be. It's a tap-in birdie here at the 9th. And that will make this a front 9 of 37, 1 over par. As we begin the backside here at St. Andrews, you can really feel the history. This hole named in honor of the legendary Bobby Jones, who won the 1927 Open and the 1930 Amateur. Obviously, 1930 was his Grand Slam year. He retired, by the way, at the age of 28, and then founded and built with Alistair McKenzie Augusta National. So a little bit of history lesson as you play this 340-yard par 4 10th. Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4. Oh, it's in.
Get
What
in.
a shot. I mean, from that lie, could have gone a bunch of different ways, but it went the way you want them all to go, right into the hole.
little screwed,
Hole number
like,
11,
for
the
fucking
Eden,
score,
is
but
really
we
the
take it.
finest medium-length one-shotter in all of golf, isn't it, Frank?
Well, this hole's been copied by many an architect. The reasons why is it's normally very, very difficult to make a hole of this length, or should I say this short, so difficult. But they've managed to do that here at Eden with that Strath bunker in the front and the severe sloping on either side of that bunker.
That can really be brutal, can it?
It certainly does. And if you have any doubt there, you'll come unstuck at 11.
Okay, took on the flag there, and it's going to leave a decent look at birdie. A birdie putt here at the 11th.
Yeah, and it's certainly no gimme from this length. It would be a Brucey bonus to find the bottom of the cup. Main consideration has to be about pace.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is. Well, don't be fooled. It says only 316 yards on the card. This is the 12th hole, but you can really end up in a ton of trouble here. Bunkers are hidden all over the fairway. If you want to get through this hole clean, probably take out the long iron and play it down the left side. That'll still give you a short approach in. Oh, he's taking a big run at this. Well, they claim it's a reachable par 4. We haven't seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done. So now's where it's going to get tricky. This will need to be weighted perfectly. It's for eagle. Yeah, on putts this long, so hard to gauge the speed, and that's maybe about what you'd expect. 9 feet remaining here for birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And he's got it back to 4 over par. We arrive now at the challenging 418-yard par 4 13. Tee shot has to avoid those coffin bunkers, and the approach should be aimed at the middle of this massive double green. And that ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker. So this is a second now, trying to get this out cleanly.
That's a really good shot out of the fairway bunker. A chance to make a birdie.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll remain at +4. Frank, the 14th is a big
Tottenham
par
Herb.
5 chance to
I
make
think that was the
big
last ones
move,
I played
but
back in
also
the day.
possibility
Like
of
Tiger
making a
Woods
big
ones.
number if you're not careful.
Yeah, you've got to be very.
I remember being
aware of the
better at
out of
those
bounds
than
on
I
the
am
right
at this
side, even though it
one.
does
Currently,
move to
these
the
last
right.
2 rounds have been a complete
Ideal tee
failure.
shot is down the right side that gets very close to that, because then that opens up the second shot and keeps that tee shot
All my
away
reading
from
the
that proper
greens
bunkers
isn't out the
for the
window.
birdies. There's a big cross bunker up ahead that has to be
Hit nothing
avoided for
but
the
fucking
second shot.
bunkers the whole time.
If you're long enough, you can reach this par 5 and
Well,
2.
I kept
But this
playing last
green,
night. It was
so
more
many
of a groove
undulations.
last
It is
night.
anything other than flat.
Today has been an abject failure. Look at that. Look at the squiff on that. Holy shit.
That was close to being good, but it'll hop off the fairway and into the heavy stuff.
Jesus. Much. Too much. Oh, God.
That's a good shot out of the rough. Really controlled the lack of spin out of the grass. Ball didn't jump either, so did not go over the green.
This for birdie now at 14.
Well, he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not
I
close
think
to the
this
hole,
might
he's
still
left
have the
himself
3-click
very
option.
makeable
I
opportunities.
always use the thumbstick to mimic the motion. I could never really get used to the 3-click stuff myself.
No, didn't
Yeah,
quite
they
give
could
that
follow it now.
enough.
Look at
Oh, maybe a misread
why
there.
why
That curls by
why
to the
why
left.
why.
Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14.
You can tell by
He'll
that
fall back now
scorecard that's pretty
to 5
fucking
over
grim
par.
reading.
Arriving now at St.
Always
Andrews,
enjoyed a wee golf game,
infamous
but
road hole, often considered the most difficult part
learning
in
curve on this
golf.
one
Tee
seems to
shot
be a bit
has to
fucking
fly the railway
deeper than
sheds and the
I'm-
grounds
what
of
I
the Old
previously
Course
imagined.
Hotel, landing on a narrow fairway beyond. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the left side of this fairway, he'll look over his second.
I think they'll go a bit short.
And this is looking really good.
Rich, there's one thing about good iron play. When you hit it and it comes off the club face, you know it's going to be close. More evidence there.
Goodness, that is
Fuck's
too
sake.
bad. That would have been a good birdie, but
The last
not to
time I
be.
done that was such a small drift. More, whatever you call it, in the green. Went away from me. I do nothing. So managers to roll
Okay,
away.
a solid par here at the
Be the
15th.
team.
And he'll stay right where he is.
Gonna keep forever stuck in the amateur
All right,
championship.
Frank, another par 4. It's the 16th. Players trying to make their way to the house, standing up in one piece. What's the best way to get at this hole?
Well, the normal player would actually try and hit the ball down the left. I've seen the odd player try and hit it down that out of bounds line and sort of flash it down the right side, but really there's not much of an advantage, Rich, unless you're the longest hitter in the business. So a little short and a little left of the principal's nose is a nice setup for the second shot here at 16.
Off to the game.
Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second.
Get in!
What a
Get
shot
in!
from that line. Could have gone a bunch of
Fluke
different
that eagle
ways,
every
but
time. We'll take it too.
want 'em all to
That was
go
meant. That was
right
meant.
into the
That.
hole. Famous 17th at the Open Championship, Frank. You begin to see the scoreboards, the grandstands, and you know all eyes are on you for the next couple of holes.
After they've done that
This
all
is one hole
fucking
I
game.
think that anybody that goes
They've
to
been
the
the
old
lead.
course certainly wants to play. Blind tee shot, you've got to flash it across the out of bounds and somehow find the fairway. If you go too safe down the left side, well, there's some heather to be chopping out of. Good tee shot certainly gives you a chance to hit at this beautiful green that's angled to the left, well protected by the road hole bunker. And then if you're a little ambitious and a little strong, then there's a road itself and an out of bounds beyond this green.
Fucking stuck to the game. Don't always like this broadcast camera, you know.
What a feel. Eagle on the previous hole, just swinging easy and just stripes another one. You playing with house money?
From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
129 yards left to the flag today, and that pin, well, it's back left today.
Ah, bollocks. Too much on that still. Ah, look at that. That was fucking closer to it in the last shot.
Well, Frank, this is a case where a par is going to feel like an eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it, just make this putt, then just like run to the next tee.
Bollocks. Look at this here now. Fuck's sake. Oh. Stormy Eagles done in.
That's the cruelest thing
You
about this game,
hateful
Rich.
bastard.
I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Fuck off.
Okay, so that one finished off with double bogey. And that won't help the cause one bit.
Frank, this is really one of the coolest spots in the whole sport. When you tee off at 18, it's as if the entire town of St. Andrews is peering in and looking at you.
You've started by the town at the little starter's box, and then you've sort of gone all the way out. Now you're all the way on the back end, and it's almost like your job's been completed. But really, in the game of golf, you're just starting.
And that is dead center right down the middle here to start the hole. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
Well, it was an impressive effort off the tee, but here we are in the Valley of Sin, a piece of land that's fraught with enough history to earn its own biblical surname.
Too much. Oh,
Shame, good opportunity, but that ball just sailed on by.
see that wee bit of fucking lag you get just before the swing? Because you swung. The animation doesn't keep up with your actual fucking
Got to at
swing.
least try to cozy it in that 3-foot circle. This for birdie. Just 5 feet left.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for his par here at
5 over.
18.
Come on.
And
What?
that will make this a final round, 71. Well, Frank, a win would have been nice, but this is all you're looking for, right? Here at Q-School, just get in.
That's right. The focus is normally on the people that don't make it, the losers of Q-School. You know, you had to finish in the top 40, had to get the job done, and that's exactly what we saw. Mission accomplished.
So that should just about do it. For all of us at EA Sports, thanks for spending some time with us on the road to the Masters.
Don't know why I get to move on to the next one or not, dude. I'll do it for the Masters. Do not meet the requirements for the Invitational. At least I moved on to the next part, at least, anyway. I'll deal with it. Don't move.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this showcase of the best young players in the world of golf. From Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida, it's opening round coverage of the event known as Q School. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to get off to a hot start and maybe make an early move up the AM leaderboard. This one turning left a bit off the tee.
So no fairway to start, but no reason to panic either, Frank.
Oh, no pitches on the scorecard, Rich. Just see what he can do on the hole.
So a missed fairway at 1, now his second.
It's tough to take an extra club out of that lie, Rich, because it's always in the back of your mind. If you hit it properly, it's going to email the green.
Gave that one everything he had. I mean, really gouged it, and still, it was short.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, that's good putt. It is in
No
to
bother, no
safe
worries.
par. And he'll stay at level par. Back to the second hole here at Bay Hill. Frank, long par 3.
And that green slopes so much from right to left, so you can actually use the contours of the green here.
Here at the 231-yard par 3 second. Frank, pretty good hole.
It certainly is, Rich. The carry on the right side's a little shorter, but if you're going to take it down the left side, you've got to fly that ball at least another 20 yards.
Oh, he flushed that one, and that just got up in the breeze and took off on him.
Oh boy, far from a good shot that.
Always so frustrating when you hit a putt that comes up that short.
What's happened on this hole already? That is just not fair.
Holy, holy sh.
Okay, that one finished off for a 5 here at the par 3. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par.
Now at the par 4 third, Frank, this is a great golf hole.
It certainly is. Remember, the brain doesn't register don'ts. So aim right, there's a bunker down there. Keep focusing on where you want it to go, not in the other direction.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, the pin, 136 is the number we're looking for. Pin front left so he can take dead aim.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
He has a 12-footer here.
Nope. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain at 2 over par. Rich Lerner with Frank Novello back at the 4th hole. It's par 5, the first one on the golf course, and Frank, a really good scoring opportunity.
Certainly is. 2 bunkers down the left. Just want to keep it inside that. If you flare it a little right, there's a hazard that just sneaks up on you.
Something like that.
Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning.
Just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
How much room? Ooh.
Okay, that one finished off. So par here at 4. And he'll remain right where he is.
Frank, now to the 5th. What's the strategy here at this shorter par 4?
Well, if you want to flex your muscles, Rich, take it over that left bunker. With a little trailing breeze, you might even get close to the green.
Yeah, this is not the biggest of fairways, so that is a good shot here at 5.
This game not just about length, it's about putting the ball in the right position, and that's what he's done. Really a good opportunity to make a birdie. Let's see what he can do from 87 yards, second shot.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And this doesn't look too complicated at all. I don't think he needs to give away the hole. This is pretty straight on.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll stay right where he is.
Frank, talk to us about the 6th hole.
I don't want to. It's too difficult.
Why not?
It's too hard. It's too difficult. John Daly made 18.
But that's not such a bad score. If you break it down, that's
Break it down for 1 hole. It
3
broke him
pars
down.
and an eagle.
The Ducks.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Not up there near the green like some folks we know, But a very solid drive here at 6.
And
He jumped all over that 3-wood and still couldn't quite get it home. Comes up just a little bit short, Frank, but pretty good shot.
Yeah, still in prime position on this par 5, Rich. That was 2 big hits. This hole's been a bit of a struggle, but beautiful short shot and a chance to get away with a par.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll remain right where he is. Here we are now at the 199-yard par 3 7th, a challenge with a green protected by bunkers, short, left, and long. You know, when the pros get up on a par 3 like this, they'll say very simply, this is a good par 3. And it is. It requires everything you have at 199 yards. Well-struck shot. That's all it's about. And that's going to be too strong. It is into one of the 2 back bunkers around this 7th green. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand. And that race is right on by. Kidding. This game's unfair sometimes. That luck did the whole way. Okay, that's going to be finished off for his bogey. And he'll slide back now to 3 over par. Now at the 8th, and Frank, this really is a clever design, fun hole to play.
Very pretty hole. That bunker down the left, just over 300 yards. Ideally, you just work it off that bunker.
Oh, that is right, and that could be trouble.
That hit that tree hard and bounced straight into the rough.
So after the missed fairway, his second now from the rough at 8.
Oh, good job.
Ooh, that's what a wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not going to be easy. Oh, off the flagstick. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll hold steady at +3. We close out the front 9 at Bay Hill with a 474-yard par 4. It's tough to make par from that fairway bunker on the left, so play accordingly. Final hole now of the front side. It's a 474-yard par 4. And Frank, you've played it before. What works best here?
Well, ideally a nice little draw off the tee, but the hole's quite weird because the tee shot shapes to the left and yet the green goes the other way.
That will do just fine. That is into one of the 4 bunkers that surround this 9th green.
And an awkward little bunker shot, just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Yeah, that'll do nicely. Just beyond the hole. Super job there out of the bunker. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that will make this a 3/39 on this front side. We start the backside at Bay Hill with a par 4, 400-yard dogleg to the right. 2 bunkers through the fairway and 1 on the right. Accuracy off the tee is critical.
That's a really good drive down the left side of the fairway, made even better by the fact that the hole is cut in the back right. Another green light special.
So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
128 is the number we're looking at. And that wind, it's coming from right to left, so you might need to start this a little bit to the right-hand side.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Oh no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay right where he is. On to the next, the 438-yard par 4 11. Bending around the lake on the left, but if you go too far right, fairway bunkers are in play. Now to the par 4 11th, just a shade under 440 yards. Where are the difficulties here, Frank?
The water down the left, but the hole keeps going that way, almost in a semi-horseshoe fashion. Two bunkers down the right, they always catch the stray tee shot, but once again, you don't have to hit driver here. You've got to get that ball in play.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. He split the middle of the street on this one. He's going to have a good look. Second shot.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Okay, didn't quite get it there, but that's a decent effort. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is. Frank, 574-yard par 5 scoring opportunity here.
The breeze behind, once again, a reachable par 5. The hardest thing about this hole really is the green. It's raised up a little bit, slopes off on either side.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Oh, kind of bladed that one. Got it out, but it is now in the rough.
Oh, no.
Speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. So a tough hole. That's in for bogey at 12. And that's going to move him back to 4 over. So you look at the card, you see 370 yards, par 4, 13th, and you think, yeah, I'm making birdie here, but then hold on. There's a lot happening. 2 fairway bunkers to the left, there's 1 to the right, that green with 2 more bunkers and water front and right. And all of a sudden you realize, oh, I get it. It's the number 1 handicap hole. I'll be happy with par here. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. So after a well-placed drive, this his second from short range. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. A birdie opportunity here at 13.
And these are the putts he hasn't been able to do much with all day. This doesn't have a whole lot of movement to it, and he could surely use it.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll stay right where he is. Another challenging par 3 here at Bay Hill. It's the 14th, 216 yards, Frank.
It plays uphill, prevailing breeze too, into your face, so normally much longer than its yardage.
that will be too much, club. It's into one of those two bunkers over the back of this 14th green. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left. That one polished off for bogey, and that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. We're here at the 15th now, and a big dogleg right on this one. Frank, what's the best route to take to shoot the low number?
You've got to look at that run out down the left side, which is about 320 yards. If you can stay short of that, then that gives you a perfect shot into this green.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway.
Now the approach shot, par 4, 15th hole. Frank, break it down.
Green narrows up the further back you go, so the most generous place to land the ball is in the front half of this green. It's also the flattest section of the green.
A look at birdie here at 15.
For being such a long way out, it's pretty straightforward. You've just got to make sure you get it there.
That one just going to sneak on by. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he's going to stay at +5. We enter the final stretch with a 511-yard par 5 16th tree and bunker trouble to the right. OB to the left is reachable in 2, but water in front of the green will punish the mishits.
That's a fine tee shot, but it is a long, long way to this par 5.
Oh, no. That ball just had a mind of its own there. No way to get it to stop, and it winds up in the water. So with a penalty stroke added in, now lying 3, readying for shot number 4.
Oh, that hit the flagstick.
Now a 7-footer.
Wow, that was close.
Okay, that in for a bogey at 16. And that's going to drop him back down to 6 over.
Frank, deep into a round, par 3 17, water, bunkers, long shot. What are you thinking as you're stepping on this tee?
You just take 3 and move to 18.
Frank, par 3 17 here at Bay Hill. How difficult is this hole?
This one takes your best tee shot, Rich. Otherwise, you're just looking at 4 or 5.
Boy, that ball got caught in the breeze and it was just along for the ride. Much too firm there. Okay, not a bad effort. That one finished off toward bogey here at 17. He'll slide a bit further here to 7 over par.
Frank, the scene of so much drama through the years, the 18th here at Bay Hill. What's the key?
That fairway is rather generous, but once again it pinches in around 320, 330 yards. You've got to be cognizant of that. And of course that green shapes to the right, so good tee shot makes that second shot a little bit easier.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
133 the number. Wind coming from behind, so you'll need to be careful where you land it.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
How the fuck you meant to read the fucking thing?
Oh, no. Just appeared to be befuddled by the break there. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to drop him all the way down to 8 over par. These 4 days are going to be a grind. That's the nature of Q School. But day one, Frank, it's in the books.
Yeah, day 1 of 4, Rich, but it's cutthroat. It's basically pass or fail. There's nothing else.
So that's it for us. For Frank, Noda, Iona, and our entire crew, Rich Lerner saying, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour.
Written here. What are we looking for? Borrow for PGA tomorrow.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this showcase of the best young players in the world of golf. From Arnie's Place, Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, today it's second round coverage of Q School. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. We've got a tie at the top. As for our featured golfer, a rough Thursday round means today could very well be the end of the line this week. And this one will just sneak into the first cut of rough, but doesn't appear, Frank, to be a huge issue.
Yeah, opening tee shot, a little on the safe side, but you're right. It doesn't seem too much of a problem.
And this is not going to get there, but it will find a safe spot between the front two bunkers here at this first hole.
Just a little over ambitious on that chip shot. Just sailed past.
Sizable putt from 16 feet.
Nope. Okay, it's a bogey here at first. And he'll continue his slide. He is at 9 over par. Back to the action here at the second and a par 3. Frank, it's 231 yards. What are we looking at?
Well, somehow if you can hit
He
it sky
did,
high,
not
that's the
nothing
best
but
shot to
in
hit
the
into. This
fucking
green
bunker.
sometimes gets brick hard, and of course it all slopes to
It's
the left.
absolutely shocking today. I just managed to scrape into this tournament and then the cut line's +1 and fucking +9. Haven't had one. Well, I got an eagle and Herb was on. That was been the only benefit of this day. It's been absolutely been a real problem judging these.
Well, he was asking for it to sit down, but it would not comply, and that's going to wind up over the back.
Yeah, man, 9 over. 9 over. Keep making the same mistakes. I don't know why it's because I've upgraded some skill points and he's hitting it harder now, but it's becoming. I'm just not being able to judge this at all. Even when I try to like not hit it as hard, it still just seems to. Look at this. I'll be back out on the fairway again.
Now, this is a shocking start. After the mess at the first, looks even worse here at the second.
Just keep going back and forth over it. It's fucking.
With a good shot there, maybe he gets away with bogey. But now, I think triple's very much in play.
You really have to bear down and focus on those type of chip shots. This time the short game, it just plain let him down.
Yeah, that's a good putt, though it is for bogey here at the second. And that's going to move him all the way down to +10.
Now to the par 4 third, 434 yards and plenty of trouble on that left side.
One of the hardest tee shots on the front side. Water very much in play down the left.
Yesterday
This one
seemed
starting
alright.
a little bit left.
Fucking today, I haven't been able to hit nothing.
Yeah, that's a good drive right there. Played the bend in that fairway perfectly, and more importantly, kept it out of that lake. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
136 is the number. Pin back right so he can take an aggressive line.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Nah, the pace was okay, but that needed to be started a bit further out to the right. Okay, that one finished off for a par, and he'll remain at +10.
That's what I'm trying to get, but that's what I'm saying. It's a there's a wee
561
bit
yard,
of
par 5
there's a wee bit of delay, lag or whatever with when you put the stick back.
Yeah, that green's just
For the
raised a
animation
little
to
bit.
start.
So if you had a good drive and
And
then
then
going with a
you're
slightly
sort of
shorter
having, I don't know,
club,
you're sort of
big
having to
advantage.
compensate for it. And they either keep hitting it at the 100% mark or overshooting it. And when you overshoot it, you seem to add stupid amount of roll. So I've been trying to back it off a bit, but like not judging it very well. And the last time I hit the branches in this fucking tree. But then, guarantee now this wind is going to catch me out, pull me probably in, being off the fairway here. Good. Worst.
This one's starting a little bit right.
Probably no luck at all. This one I want to fucking shoot it like.
I don't know about that one. Ball in the first cut. Could have gone a little further down the fairway. But still, hey, what am I saying? In good place now.
I mean, that's only 8 feet up. I feel like it's going much. What that's meant to represent, that darkened area is where the ball will lie, where the ball will land. If you hit it, bang on that wee marker. But I'm finding that not increasingly not the case, and that's like wind and stuff.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And not a particularly demanding putt here. Maybe slightly down an incline, but it is dead straight.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he'll at least
Seem to
get
have
back
slightly
into
better
single
luck
digits, now
if it can,
9 over par.
We can stop
Now
overhitting
the
it.
fifth hole, and off the tee, Frank, how do these fairway bunkers sort of factor into your mindset as you prepare to tee off?
Been able to do
Well,
that
if you watch the
fucking
pros play
consistently
the
is
Arnold
turned
Palmer
out to be a
Invitational,
problem.
you see two different strategies here. Just an iron off the tee, give yourself a full shot in, or, well, if you're a longer hitter, take it over that bunker on the left.
Well, I literally have to birdie every fucking hole now.
Smoked that tee shot. Can't believe it finished in the first cut.
This now his second from just off the fairway.
Dude, that finesse shot now probably could have hit that harder.
Iona,
It
this
was
a
literally
birdie putt.
rolling that.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Oh, never a doubt. That one was tracking the entire way. It is in for a spectacular birdie. And he'll get one back as that score moves to 8 over. Frank, what's the thinking here as you step to the tee at the signature hole, the long par 5, 6th hole?
Well, the longer hitters can go at that big pine tree. Then it's reachable in two. And if you're a little shorter, then you've got to start to sort of aim at the middle of those two bunkers.
This one starting a little left off the tee. Yep, very good shot right there. Was able to cover that lake with ease and into the fairway here at 6.
Fuck this one up the last time as well.
I dare say a touch too aggressive. Trying to fly it all the way and expect it to hold is very ambitious. Look what's happened.
And in this shot the last time, I ended up down by the rocks just before the water. Oh, but heavy-handed there too.
Look here at birdie.
And I don't think he'll want to deviate from a straight-in read, just a little uphill.
Yeah, not quite enough pace, but that's pretty good. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll remain 8 over.
That
for
should
the
have been
tournament.
another birdie one really too, like if they maybe I was too busy listening to the other camp, giving me a bad read.
Well, after that beast of a par 5 with all the water, take a sigh of relief and you come to the par 3-7.
It still takes a good tee shot here though, Rich. Narrow entry, green's 30 yards deep. You still really got to focus on hitting a good shot here.
Okay, safely aboard. This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. That's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off.
Well overhit. think if it didn't that overhead part, I might.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. Getting ready to tee off here at the 8th. Frank, this hole has it all. Dogleg, bunkers, water. How do you successfully navigate it?
Well, it's such a pretty looking hole, Rich. That bunker down the left just sort of pops out and you see it. So you can either work it off that to the right, either that or just aim a little right. But be careful of those trees on the right.
Hold a wee bit more to the right, maybe.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Frank, this is a pretty good par 4, the 8th. What about the approach shot?
Such intimidating second shot here at 8. I think it's the best one on the golf course, Rich. You can see very quickly why the goal is to hit your second shots nice and high and get them to land soft. This is what you have to do with your second at 8. And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Now this for birdie.
And there's no space for a lapse in concentration here. Perhaps a little bit further away than we would have liked, but a 2-putt would be a very good result.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll stay right where he is. It's a consistent theme here at Bay Hill, if you can carry it 300 yards.
Bay Hill always favors the longer hitter.
Rounding out the front 9 here at Bay Hill, 474-yard par 4. Frank, you've played this hole before. Where are you lining up when you step onto the tee here?
There's an out of bounds all the way down the left side that you have to be cognizant of. But that bunker, 290 yards carries it. And yet again, another hole that favors the long hitter.
Noticeable breeze coming right to left as he eyes his second. That is
Last time it
into
didn't
one of
roll,
the 4
and this time
bunkers
it
that
just-
surround this 9th green. Third shot coming up now from the bunker.
Look at this.
Okay, well, that is on the green, but apparently just too difficult to get enough loft on it out of the bunker, and that winds up well beyond the hole. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that won't help the cause one bit. 10th hole here at Bay Hill is not overly long, just 400 yards, but the emphasis is on accuracy off the tee. That's absolutely crucial. Put it in play in the right spot. You'll have a chance to get out of here with a birdie. Front right hole location as he prepares his second to the par 4.
Aids away.
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot. Way too good, I must say. That was just smashed. Yeah, sizable putt left.
"12 feet still to go." Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
Okay, finished off there for double bogey. And he's going to fall even further below par. Now to the 11th with water left, bunkers on the right. Frank, what's the key here?
Well, too often people just look at the scorecard and they go, oh, it's over 400 yards, I have to hit driver. You don't have to hit driver at 11. Something in the fairway just short of that second bunker. And it sits up, 6 or a 7 iron. It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe 2. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
This is looking really good.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Putter's let him down a few times, but this for birdie. Okay, that ball online all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And a rare step in the right direction as that scores back to 10 over par. Teeing it up here on the 12th, 574-yard par 5, Frank.
Another one that's reachable, obviously long and straight. That rough down the right side, though, is normally very thick. Avoid the two bunkers, lots of contours and undulations around this green.
I'm not sure he got every bit of that three-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie.
Humble.
This now for birdie at 12.
And this really is all about visualization. You've got to see the line in your head, pick out a spot, maybe a foot, foot and a half in front of you, and aim for that.
I'm doing it. Definitely.
No missteps there. It is a par here at 12.
Competitive, bud.
And he'll remain
It was
right
working
where
for me
he is.
previously. It's not working no more. Like I'm underjudging everything.
At the par 4 13th now. Frank, what's the key here?
Really avoid those three bunkers, Rich. You don't want a fairway bunker shot over water for your second shot.
Par 4 13th, Frank, you've played it on a number of occasions. How do you attack this hole?
Really one of the shortest on the golf course, but this is a fool's paradise here. There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
Austin.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Put it in a great spot off the tee. Has just 86 yards left for his second shot. See what he can do with this.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, one of the things I like about Bay Hill is it requires you to hit clean, strong golf shots. And here's another case at the par 3 14th. It's more than 200 yards.
Another one, really, you've just got to play it through the air. You can't play this like an Open Championship run-up par 3. Must fly it onto the green.
That one was running so hot. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Yeah, the green just didn't want to hold that one. That'll run off into the short grass. Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3. And that's going to drop
just
him
going to
even
open this
further
one. I think
down
this
the
one's a
leaderboard.
fucking dead rubber. Never
Frank, the
never
15
making a
kind of a
recovery
fun
of
golf
this one.
hole if you can curve your ball. I mean, that's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side.
And that will do just fine.
Frank, what are you looking to do with this approach shot here at 15?
Anytime the flag's on the front, Rich, it's basically green light special. When the flag starts to get pushed towards that back area of that green, it starts to get narrower and narrower and narrower. And that's where you've got to be a little careful.
And that is into the front left bunker, one of 3 around this 15th green.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And he's going to stay right where he is.
Back on the tee here at the 16th. Frank, lay it out for us. What's ahead on this hole?
Well, even though there's 2 bunkers, one on the left and one on the right, it's the shortest of the 4 par 5s. You can almost take those out of play and have just a mid-iron in here. But we all know what's coming up.
Now from a little less than 200 yards, this a second to the par 5. Okay, job well done, Frank. You know when you play this hole, you're playing it like a par 4, even though it's a par 5. You need to be home in 2.
You certainly do, Rich. This hole isn't as long as some par 5s, but when you consider water and play here, water and play at 17 and 18, This is a key shot.
This will be a 14-foot putt here. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. Will certainly help the cause.
Always like this par 3, Frank.
Yeah,
Par 3
okay, yeah.
17th. Let me amend that. I like watching the best in the world play it because it can be daunting, especially with the pressure ratcheted up.
When they have the tournament on, this green is brick hard. A little bit downhill. That's about the only advantage you get.
Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie. A look here for birdie at 17.
And if you've ever used the putting mat as a holiday gift, this is the putt. Slightly up a hill and dead straight.
Yes, and good playing here toward the end of the round. Birdies at 16 and 17. And he will definitely not say no to that.
Frank, now one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill. It's the 18th, scene of quite a bit of history through the years.
Yeah, if you can hit a tee shot around 300 yards, it's going to give you about 150 in. So that's the goal here. The tee shot, wide fairway, but once again, second shot.
Off it.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
He ran in a long one a moment ago. This equally long for another birdie.
Yeah, that's a good putt from there. A little short, but not too bad. So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. That's going to be a second round, 73. So a disappointing end to the tournament for our featured golfer heading home following these 2 rounds after failing to make the cut.
Time for a little introspective look. What we did well, what we didn't, and then back to the drawing board.
So that's a wrap for all of us at EA Sports PGA Tour. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time on the road EA Sports coverage of the world of golf brings us to the place where it all began. They've been playing golf here since the 15th century on the old course at St. Andrews. Rich Lerner up in the tower, pleased to be joined as always by Frank Nobilo. And Frank, we cannot talk about the old course without talking about bunkers, 112 of them in all. We know they can derail around, so what's the key to avoiding them?
You just mentioned it, really avoid those bunkers. They're beautifully positioned. You know, if they're downwind, you'd be surprised. The ball can run 60 or 70 yards. So you might be wondering why that bunker's down there, and then all of a sudden you find it. So just keep your eyes open. But yeah, hey, it's a beautiful walk, and that's really the way golf was invented and should be played, especially at St. Andrews.
Okay, that's acceptable there. Nota Begay III is down there. This for an opening birdie.
And this is a putt pros practice for hours, slightly uphill and dead straight.
Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. Well, here you get a real taste of what the old course will be all about. The double greens, the 411-yard par 4 second. The ideal spot, you want to be just to the right. There's so many famous bunkers here, but this one is well known. It's called Cheap's Bunker. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Second shot. Good look at the green.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
How did I end up?
A good 29-foot putt here.
Oh,
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. So just getting started, even par so far. On the tee box here at the third now. Frank, all these holes look relatively straightforward. Can a golfer get lured in a kind of a false sense of security off the tee here at the old course?
No, well, you can. This hole, the third hole, even shorter than the second, so reachable. But a lot of people tend to bail out towards the left. That's the middle of the golf course. And that leaves you a devilish little pitch or short wedge across that big gaping bunker that protects both the third and the 15th green. So once again, want to drive the ball down the right side, but there's a series of pot bunkers there.
And that, I do believe, is into the bunker. Anything on the green would be a good result from here as he readies his second out of the sand.
Well, what was happening there?
Now, that's actually a pretty good shot, really. I know that's not exactly close to the hole, but out of the fairway bunker, safely on deck.
Substantial movement on this putt right to left, and it's from distance, so this one not just about speed, but line as well. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. Frank, a much more difficult hole here at the fourth at the old course.
Yeah, that new championship tee is really made for a very hard par four. Two ways to play it. Down the right, that's a very, very narrow strip of fairway. Most will go to the left side, a little more conservative, but either way, tough second shot. Oh, he gets a little lucky there and even bounces back into the fairway. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. Well, Frank, how do you begin to sum up what we've seen at the birthplace of golf today? The course, the scenery, the weather, the play. It was really all vintage St. Andrews.
Absolute pleasure to...
Well, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
Now, from the prestigious Quail Hollow Club here in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour Golf. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner. We will check in with Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we move along, but I'm pleased, as always, to be joined in the 18th tower by a man who won 15 times around the world, Frank Nobilo. And Frank, looking forward to what should be a fun afternoon of golf.
Yeah, very much so, Rich. When you've waited all morning, those afternoon rounds are a little special, aren't they? I'm really looking, though, for today to see if they come out of the gates nice and quick. That's for sure. I know the finish here is always important, but get out of the gates quick and then see if you can finish the job this afternoon.
So let's get out and pick up the action as we head to the tee at the par 5 15. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Just too tough to control out of the sand. That one unable to hold the green. It'll run off into the short stuff. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. Now to the 16th hole. It is a better than 500-yard par 4, and it begins what they call the green mile. It is as tough a finishing stretch as you will find anywhere in golf.
And it's also beautiful to the eye when you stand on that 16th tee. It does play downhill nearly 10 yards. So that bunker on the right side is 320. Take away the 10, so it's about 310 to carry. If you can take that line, you will choose so much off this hole. And then the second shot also is a little down breeze, and it has like an infinity edge. You can't see the back of this green. What a great way to start the green mile.
Oh, fuck. Good ball. Thanks.
That one gonna split the middle, maybe get a little rollout as well. That is a good, solid tee shot. .174 yards remaining here as he'll play his second. That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Cleans that up in the hole. Next up is Quail Hollow's signature hole, the 190-yard par 3 17. Tee shot playing almost entirely over water to a peninsula green. The bunker on the right collects many bailout tee shots, inviting disaster with a poorly executed explosion shot. A tester, to say the least. Probably scared off by the water, and with good reason, as that is safe, but in the rough.
So that's in for his par, and he'll remain even for his round. Here we go, the par 4 18th, the final 494 yards of this green mile, and it is no walk in the park, is it, Frank?
No, and the decision you have to make on the tee as well, Rich. You can see the stream all the way down the left side, plus the bunker on the right. So the decision is, do I hit 3-wood or something just short of the bunker, around 290 yards, or do I have a club that can go 320 to the narrowest part of the fairway? So, fairway, longer shot, risk, shorter shot, your decision.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway.
Final approach shot of the day here at 18. Frank, what's the key?
A nice high shot that just holds from that left side would be perfect. But it's so hard to get the ball all the way back because this second shot is played slightly uphill, nearly 3/4 of a club.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance.
Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. And that was not far enough.
Okay, no problem with that one.
That'll wrap it up from here in the tower at Quail Hollow. I'm Rich Lerner. For Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA
Well,
Sports,
I think it's going to have to go
thank
back
you
to
for
the
playing
practicing.
along, and we'll see you next time.
Practice rounds, I think, are going to be required before I attempt anything like that again. No. Definitely lost me a groove on today's stream. Anyway, I was near approaching 4 hours. I'll do a wee bit more practice runs. Maybe come back with this later. See how the form is. Anyway, thanks for everybody that tuned in. I shall no doubt see you all later. Have a good one.